and today's Psalms are 131 through 135. And I'm going to talk just for a few minutes about two of these Psalms. They're both very, very short. The first one, Psalm 131. O Lord, my heart is not lifted up, my eyes are not raised too high. I do not occupy myself with things too great and too marvelous for me, but I have calmed and quieted my soul like a weaned child with its mother. Like a weaned child is my soul within me. O Israel, hope in the Lord from this time forth and forevermore. Sometimes, and I'm sure I'm not the only one, I get bent out of shape a little bit when I start thinking about things that I just simply cannot comprehend. And David says, I'm not arrogant. I don't look past my station in life. I don't occupy myself with things too great and too marvelous for me, but I've just calmed my soul and quieted my soul. And my soul is like a weaned child with its mother. I tell you, if we could ever come to grips with the fact that we are not going to know the answers to everything and just let God take care of what God's supposed to take care of and just spend our time trying to take care of ourselves and to keep ourselves on the straight and narrow, which, believe me, is a full-time job, and just let God take care of everything that He's supposed to, we'll be a whole lot better off. And we'll be a whole lot peaceful within ourselves. The other one is Psalm 133. Behold how good and pleasant it is when brothers dwell in unity. It is like the precious oil on the head, running down on the beard of Aaron, running down on the collar of his robes. It is like the dew of Hermon, which falls on the mountains of Zion. For there the Lord has commanded the blessing, life forevermore. Now, I'll freely admit, I don't understand those figures of speech. I don't think I've ever seen anybody pour oil on somebody's head and it runs down his head and onto his beard and then off of his beard onto the collar of their robes. I've never seen that. Don't understand that picture. Not sure I understand the figure of speech. Unity is like the dew of Hermon, which falls on the mountains of Zion, except I have on several occasions walked outside and have just been kind of amazed and marveled as I looked out over the fields and the grass and just these little beads of water, the dew there. And I think it's just fascinating looking. Maybe that has something to do with it. Maybe it doesn't. I don't know. But I can understand his first sentence, how good and pleasant it is when brothers dwell together in unity. I've known a lot of strife in my life, some of it caused by me. I've been at odds with a lot of people in my life, and people have been at odds with me, and I have seen people at odds with each other. And then again, I have had these periods all too short of when I've been able to get along with other people. And I can tell you from experience, life's a lot better when we get along with one another than it is when we are at odds with one another. And so, as much as is possible, as the Apostle Paul writes, I believe it is, let's be at peace with one another. Let's dwell together in unity. One of my good friends that I play handball with from time to time once told me he had decided that it's much better to be nice than it is to be right. And I appreciate that. We don't always have to correct everybody for every little slight or mistake they make. Sometimes we can just let it go and we can be nice. And as David says, it is so good and it is so pleasant when we dwell together in unity and just get along with one another. So if you're at odds with somebody, call them up, invite them out to dinner. meet them for coffee, and make peace with them. Well, I pray that you'll have a great day.